2-10-12. But then right behind it, you got Merrill Stenari, 7-4-11. And we got puck down. Here's Joel Stenari. He's going to push the puck up to Posner. And now the Lancers will get it and get it deeper into the zone, as now Traverso will try to reverse it back underneath. Stott sends it to the near side, and here come the Coyotes. Doria up to Posner. Posner deep, and they're going to chase it, and that rims all the way around, comes out. But here comes Stipp up the right side. He's got Ferry coming down the middle. Posner on Stipp, and now here's Joel Stenari. He's going to get it up to Doria, and back to Stenari. He's going to cross blue. He's got a little space. And that's broken up by Renton. And Miles Roberts.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Will cover that up, and we'll get a face-off to his right in the early going of this heavyweight Division I battle between the Capital United Coyotes and the Orange Lutheran Lancers.
Taking a look at Miles Roberts right now. He's 3-0 with a 2.67 goals against right there. He's faced 49 shots, only allowing 8 goals for a .860 save percentage. So he makes his first stop of the game. And right now, Orange Lutheran's managed to clear, however. Here comes Capital on the attack once again.
Here's Merrill Stenari. He'll wheel back behind the Olu net. He'll pump that up to Scott. Scott shot through, and that's wide to the far side, as now the puck will be chipped out. But Merrill Stenari will send that floating through, and now it gets cycled back under by AFSA. And now the Lancers will just get it and chip it out to center, and they're going to get a few changes. Puck over to Scott to the near side, up in front of the Olu bench. And now that's going to be sent all the way down the ice, and the ice is going to be waved off, and now it's just going to be rimmed. And now back out to center, and the Lancers will just get that, and they'll drive that back into the zone. Big hit from Isola. He drives his player to the ice. And now the Coyotes will get her deep. And he'll send it out front. And Lancers again will send it down. And we're going to get an icing on this one to settle some things down, as both teams are going to make changes. We'll get a face-off to the left of Miles Roberts, as now the top line again for the Lancers will come out on the ice with Stift, Hurst, Ferry, Renton on the back end. Shot from Traverso. That goes wide. Here's Renton. He'll get it up to Stift. He'll miss that, and Traverso will gain control and just drive it back in deep. I think both teams, Chuck, are just happy with trying to get some pucks deep at this stage and not giving up anything too aggressive, making sure they have plenty of players back. Here's Coughlin for the Coyotes. He's going to chip it up, and that gets all the way through, and Renton's going to get it, and he'll try to send it cross ice to Ferry. Ferry in on Traverso, wow. And he's going to get to the puck, and he strips it off Traverso's stick, and he'll just send it out to center, as now Posner will give chase. There'll be no icing on this, as the rest of the Coyotes make changes. Here comes AFSA through the middle, Merrill Stenari, Scott. And now here's Hurst, who will send it up to Ferry. Hurst again, he'll miss that, and it goes back to Renton. Stenari, Merrill will get control of it. And now here's Scott, shot through. Roberts, blocker, sticks that one to the far side corner. And here's Stenari will try to throw it out front, and Hurst will intercept that and throw it out into the neutral zone. Here's Cam Traverso. He'll send it in deep. And there's a turnover in the zone. And as that is Truxaw. Truxaw missed that one. And now here's Ferry. He's going to get it. He's going to fire it off the glass. And here's Stipp. He's going to get it at the far blue. Step in, and he gets hit by Cam Traverso. Now Lancers will be offside. But here's Merrill Stenari, steps in, shot, goal! As he beats Miles Roberts to the upper left corner. And the Coyotes jump out and strike first, making a score 1-0 with 13:09 remaining in the first period, Chuck.
Wow, and it shows you how quick Capo is. And just in transition right there, Stenari beats a handful of defenders right there and just whips a twisted wrister past the shoulder that time of Roberts. Up top, right top shelf, right where Mama keeps the cookies, to give Capo a quick 1-0 lead.
We're going to get a offsides call on the Lancers, Chuck. But that was a quick little move as a 1-on-2 from Stenari, and he just gets in position and rifles that up. Roberts couldn't catch up to it. Here's Coburn. He's going to send it cross ice. That's number 34, Owen Augustine, who misses control. Now he regains control. He crosses blue, 1-on-3, and he's just going to take it in the corner and try to muck it up a little bit. As now the Lancers try to cycle it up top, and Coyotes will get control of it and send it out. Here's Nate Burnell, steps in, shot! Oh! And that was Choi, who misses a beautiful feed from Nate Burnell. And now the puck goes off to the far side wall, and Coughlin will send it deep to Burnell again, as the Coyotes have jumped out and are really controlling the majority of the play right now, winning races and winning a lot of the little battles that are needed at this stage of the game.
The goal will go unassisted by Stenari as well.
There's a turnover, and here comes Stotts and Doria, 2-on-1. Renton, Stotts, goal!
Wow.
Stotts on a beautiful feed to Doria on a change. The Lancers were all going to the bench, and Stotts picks up a loose puck at the center red line on the far side, and Doria comes off the bench and beats all the Lancers in on a 2-on-1, and Stotts feeds him on the back door, and Roberts cannot get all the way across, and we got a 2-0 game, Chuck.
Well, bad change right there by Orange Lutheran led to it. Basically a 1-on-none rush, and then it turned into a 2-on-1 right there.
Here's Posner.
Stotts right there with a great job.
Posner tries to send it out front. He had Stotts lurking in the middle of the ice. He was uncovered. As now the Lancers are going to get it, throw it up, and throw it all the way down. We're going to get an icing. As a linesman, we're kind of looking at each other. Is that really icing or not?
That was
questionable.
Yes. So things going bad for worse right now for Oulu. Not only are you trailing 2-0, but you got this team on the high right now with 2 goals right there with a face-off deep in your own zone.
Here's the Coyotes. Jake Traverso, shot, blocked. And now the puck goes into the far corner. Posner is going to try to poke it up to Jake Traverso. Jake Traverso, he's going to carry it down low, and he's going to try to bring it behind Roberts, behind the net, and he loses control of it. Here's Truxaw. He's going to ring it to the far side. Hurst misses control of it.
Stotts will get the alone assist on the Daria goal.
Here's Hurst. He's going to fling it up to Stiff. Stiff's just going to chip it out.
Watch
Here's
out.
Jackson Ferry on a similar situation. Hurst is trying to make it a 2-on-1. Shot!
Oh, big save.
And a big save from Connor Ivancic as he comes out past the top of the crease, Chuck, and shuts down any angle on Jackson Ferry, who's our recipient of the Player of the Month.
Well, credit to, and I was going to mention that before, Coach, how quick the defense for the Coyotes get back. And it was amazing right there. We had Ferry walking in, you thought all by his lonesome, but a great recovery by the defense. And they sit there and have a chance to sit there, and as the shot comes in, it's redirected by Ivancic again for the 3rd shot on goal by Orange Lutheran.
There is a shot in deep from Coburn. And now the Lancers lose control of it. Here's Afsa. Afsa's all over it. Played now into the near corner. Here's Stenari, Merrill. He's going to roll out. He's going to send it up top. A little bit of a miscommunication. Traverso's just going to get it and chip it in deep. And now the Lancers just be happy to chuck it in the zone. And that was Luke Anthony, who just throws in the corner and then gives chase. Here's the Coyotes. They're going to try to chip it up. And off the bench, shot. And up out of the play was number 34 for the Lancers, Owen Augustine, who just had the puck roll on him a little bit, and he couldn't get a handle of it, and he fires it, and it goes up and out of play directly, but we'll get a face-off inside the Coyote zone. Coyotes try to push it out. That gets past number 21, Jack Furlong. Here's Trucksaw. Trucksaw up to Max Fenn. And now Stenari of the Joel variety will try to rim it up the boards. And that gets dumped back in the zone by the Lancers. Lancers again will fire it in. Ivancic will go back to cut that off. Over to Joel. Here's Isola. Isola tries to push it over to Burnell, and Burnell was late on that. Now here's Owen Augustine, who's going to try to come down the far wall and send it out front. Nothing happening, and that will be bounced out into the neutral zone as all the Coyotes are looking to change, and they just want to get the puck deep. Here's Rowley. He can't get control of it. Now that will be possessed by the Coyotes. Joel Stenari up to Doria, and he'll get that stripped off his stick by Augustine. But here's Joel Stenari. He's going to step in, and he almost tripped up there. That was a little bit of a scary thing by Clayton Coburn there.
Almost knee to knee right there.
No, we're going to get a penalty. We're going to call it a rough. Oh, we're going to call it a rough on Joel Stenari.
Wow. Huh.
Well,
here's an opportunity for Orange Lutheran after being outshot right now by a 5-3 margin, giving up the first 2 goals. Here they have a chance to sit there and cut this lead in half right here with the power play marker. So let's see if the Orange Lutheran answers what they can do on the power play as they get ready to go.
Well, we're going to have Coburn with Ferry and Hurst, Stift, and Rowley. As now the puck goes back to Stift. Oh, here it is, Stift near side. He's going to try the side, and that's Rowley on the backside. He could mishandled it. Puck here to the near half wall is Stift. Stick handling, he's going to send it all the way across, and that's Jackson Ferry, who's going to take a shot on goal as Ethan Hurst will come in and try to clean up the garbage, but there's nothing going as Ivancic controls that rebound, and we'll get a face-off to his left. 8:26 remaining in the first, 1:30 left in this power play opportunity for the Lancers. Stift will take the face-off against Posner.
Orange Lutheran 27.3 on the power play this year, up of 22 power plays. I want to say my Cal State Fullerton math is right. That is roughly 6 for 22.
Here's Coburn. He'll go back behind his own net. He'll set things up. Jackson Ferry will come and get it. And he's just going to step up. He's going to send it up to Hurst. Hurst is going to step in the middle of the ice. He misses control of it. And now Jake Posner is just going to get it and lob it back into the Lancer zone as Nate Burnell gives chase and now gets a stick on it. He'll cycle it back under. A great job of forechecking by the Coyotes on the penalty kill.
Only one shot allowed right now, and pretty much predominantly now Orange Lutheran sitting there trying to play keep away in their own zone.
Here comes Stift, head of steam. He's going to cut right across. Shot! And Ivancic gets a leg pad on it up to Hurst. Hurst shot all the way through, and as he gets a stick on that are some of the Coyotes. And who's number 82? I don't know who that is, Chuck.
That is Brett Phillips.
Brett Phillips for the Coyotes. And now Posner is just going to get it and rip it the length of the ice with 15 seconds on the power play. Renton will go back and get it. He misses control, but he's just going to throw it up the ice. It's probably going to be an icing here.
Yep. And I'll tell you what, Orange Lutheran had a whale of an opportunity right there. However, Stift had a man draped all over his back, sent the puck wide after making a couple nifty moves. However, Ivancic holding that left post tight and basically forcing Stift to send it wide. And that's where we stand here now with 7 seconds left on the man advantage. Face-off taking place deep inside the Orange Lutheran zone.
Merrill on the face-off. He loses it. Renton picks it up for the Lancers. He's going to try to counter back out behind his own net and carry it up the ice himself. Stenari's out of the box as here come the Lancers. Anthony knocked to the ice. Puck out front. Renton. Shot. Goal. That was Tiana Shulu, number 14.
That was 44, was it? No.
Number 14, Tiana Shulu for the Orange Lutheran Lancers, who's a recipient of a puck that just jumps on a stick. He fires it at the net, and Ivancic was a little off his angle, and that puck finds its way to the back of the net. 2-1 Capo. Lancers cut into the lead.
And for Lou, Tiansu Lou, I believe that's his first goal. I don't even have him on the sheet over here.
Puck goes into Coyote territory.
It's a big
Here's
goal.
Phillips. He's going to send it to the far side corner. Here's Merrill Stenari. He's going to send it up to AFSA.
3-on-2.
AFSA's going to drive. He's going to leave it for Stenari. Shot, and that's blocked by Trucksaw. Puck comes out. Phillips is going to get it. He's just going to drive it in deep as he gets hit by Thomas Stift into the neutral zone. Trucksaw is going to send it. Here comes Stift. He's got a head of steam again. He's going to try to cut it all the way across. He misses it. AFSA picks up the loose puck. He's going to chip it into the neutral zone. And now Clayton Coburn's going to gain control of it for the Lancers, but he misses control of that, and Merrill Stenari robs it off of his stick. Stenari tries to roll. Puck comes to Jackson Ferry. Ferry up across red. He's going to carry across blue, and that's probably offsides, but waved off nonetheless. Coyotes throw it in the neutral zone, and now Doria is going to give chase. Jake Traverso mishandles it. Coughlin sends it up to Traverso, and he's going to try to send it in. Clayton Coburn cuts that off, and then sends it D to D. Coburn again to Furr. Now Coughlin intercepts that for the Coyotes, and he's going to send it deep, and Doria's going to give chase with Stotts, Doria, and Posner on the ice for the Coyotes.
The goal by...
Shot, Sean Coughlin. Roberts leg pads it. Stotts again. He'll throw that, just a little bit of a weak shot, but it finds its way all the way through. And now Coughlin is going to keep that again. Stotts again. Posner is going to roll, and he's going to cycle that back underneath. Here's Doria. He's going to send it underneath. Stotts picks up the puck, throws it out front, and just misses Doria on the back door. Now Jake Traverso is going to have to go back into the neutral zone and gain control of it. Doria with it, crosses the blue line, and he's got a sea of red all around him. And we're going to get a hand pass as Doria tried to knock it down. Jacob Posner picks up that puck, and both teams will get some changes. 4:32 remaining in the first. 2-1 Coyotes, Chuck.
On that Lou goal, it was assisted by 23 Kyle Lee and number 48 Carl Purr. And that lead, the first goal of the season by Lou, cuts the lead in half. Here now we're down to, for the goal was actually scored at the 10-17 mark. Here we are now under 4:30 with the Coyotes lead by a score of 2-1.
Here's Augustine. He's going to send it up to the right side to Fenn. Fenn's going to lug it into the zone. He'll try to send it to the middle of the ice. And that's just going to be met with a bunch of Coyote sticks.
It was a 90-degree wedge on that one.
Yeah. Scott will go back to get that, and he'll send an errant pass, but that gets out of the zone. Here's a Sola. And he's going to lose control. Here's Owen Augustine. There's too many men on the ice for the Coyotes.
Gosh, 6.
As Cam Traverso tried to come to the bench, and his D replacement jumps on, and of course, in the scramble of the re-attack from the Lancers, I'm sure the bench of the Coyotes is screaming, "Watch, get back!" And now they got 6 guys on the ice. Coyotes going to have to kill off this penalty. Bench minor for too many men on the ice. Capital Coyotes.
Well, Orange Lutheran had a couple shots in the first power play opportunity. Nothing really of too tough for Ivancic to handle that one. As soon as I say that, one goes right off his shoulder.
That's an absolute bullet from Josh Renton, and Ivancic makes a save with his shoulder. Puck down low to Hurst. He'll wheel behind the net and come around to the near side.
You get a Purple Heart with making a save with your shoulder right now?
Yeah, that hurts. Shot from Hurst, and that goes through the legs of Luke Anthony. And Ivancic doesn't let up the rebound. He'll cover that up. We'll get a face-off to his right.
Absolutely stellar position right there by Ivancic. Good job. Not only, as you mentioned that, he had great positioning, but kept his pads soft, where basically you heard the thud of the pad, but he keeps those pads soft. He doesn't really give up the big rebounds. He was able to pounce on that rather easily, keeping this still at a 1-goal lead for the Coyotes.
Puck down low. They'll be kicked out to Stiff. Stiff will try to send it out. Merrill Stenari is going to send it all the way down the ice. And we're going to get
roughing.
And Thomas Stiff is going to go to the box.
Ooh. And this actually, Coach, this is going to benefit.
He's going to get a roughing.
This will benefit Capital big time. They're going to be able to use their utilize all that extra ice space now with its speed. Orange Lutheran has to be careful here on this 4-on-4 opportunity right now.
Coyotes with Stotts, Posner, Joel Stenari, and Phillips. Lancers win that faceoff. Trucksaw is going to send it back to Coburn behind the net. Coburn's going to try to backhand it up the wall. And that's number 14, Timoshu Liu, who's going to miss control of it. Here comes Clayton Coburn through center. Coburn. Liu's going to
offsides.
Offsides.
Oh, wow.
And that's off the chest of Ivancic. And here comes Joel Stenari. He's going to chip it up to Posner. Posner up the far side, and he's going to look to send it into Joel. Joel going to pick it up behind the net. He's going to cycle that back underneath. Posner is going to get that puck first, and he's going to try to cycle it back underneath, but kind of mishandles that. And now Trucksaw of the Lancers is going to get control of it. He's going to send it to the near side. Here's Coburn. Crossing red, shot in on Ivancic. He doesn't control that rebound very well, but Phillips now for the Coyotes is going to try to do a couple of cutbacks behind the net and lose Liu, but Liu sticks with them. And a great little forecheck by Timoshu Liu.
Say that pass 3 times, lose Liu.
Lose Liu, yes. Phillips just chips it up the wall, and now Renton will gain control of it for the Lancers. Lenton. Over to Coburn. Coburn back to the near side, tries to find Ferry. Ferry gains control of it. He'll send it back to Coburn. And now Coburn's going to send it the length of the ice as now the Coyotes.
It's not icing.
The Coyotes are going to be on the power play for 30 seconds.
I thought they blew the whistle for a second. Ooh.
They were thinking about it. Here's Coughlin. He's going to send it up to Jake Traverso. Here's Afsa now. He's going to send it in deep. And now Coyotes will give chase.
Trip on that one.
Scrum in the corner, Chuck. We got 2 Coyotes, 2 Lancers. And now the Coyotes are going to come out with it. And here's Coughlin. And Coughlin's going to send it back in. Over to Merrill Stenari. Merrill steps in, shot! Oh!
Big save.
And that's a save by Robertson, his blocker. Now Merrill Stenari steps out again. Shot again, and that's up and over the top of the net with 53, 52, 51 seconds remaining in the first period. As now here's
back to
Ferry.
5-on-5.
Here's Hurst and Stiff. 2-on-1 on Traverso. Hurst misses control of it, and that goes back behind the net. Now Hurst gains control of it. Hurst is going to step around. He's going to try to find Trucksaw on the backside. And now the Coyotes are just going to get it, and they're going to send it out to center and make the Lancers go get it. The Lancers are going to get it and drive it back in, as there's going to be some changes made on this end here. Coyotes, just a little bit of ill-advised passing going on, Chuck, with 15 seconds remaining. Jackson Ferry gets control of it. He tries to send it out front. That's Owen Augustine's going to lay a body. And now here comes Choi for the Coyotes. Choi. Scott shot, and that misses to the near side corner. And now Augustine loses control of it. We got 1-0 a little bit. And it...
right to left on your internet browser, obviously wearing the white jerseys with the red and gold trim will be Orange Lutheran. Has taken the draw, and winning it will be Orange Lutheran. That is Taylor Raleigh trying to move it up, and Stenari of the Joel variety moves it, trying to keep it in momentarily was Mason Stotts. Orange Lutheran picks it up, and they'll rim it around. Giving chase for it now was Ethan Hurst. And they move it up, and that's going to force Joel Stenari to back deep in his own zone. The captain tries to rifle it up and gets it past the onward rush of Max Fenn. Orange Lutheran takes it at the blue line. They try to dump it in, but it's cleared right back out, and here's Daria. Daria then actually has it knocked off his tape, and they move it back deep in the Orange Lutheran zone. Trucksaw now will just float a pass up. Taken away again by Joel Stenari, gets it up to Stotts. Stotts now slides it over to Posner. Here's Jacob now. fires a shot, never making the save, and without giving up any kind of rebound is the goaltender Roberts as he makes his 8th save of the night. He stopped 8 of 10 right there for 800 save percentage, and he'll live to fight another day as the faceoff will take place to his right here with 15:54 left in this first period. 2-1 in favor of Capo United. Osala will take the draw as he'll be opposed by number 19, Thomas Stift of Orange Lutheran. Stift will be now kicked out in favor of Ethan Hurst. Kappa wins the draw. They get it back to Coughlin, fires a shot. Oh, and it hit the top of the stick of Roberts right there. I don't think Roberts even knew where the puck was. And the icing will be waved off by the referees as it's cleared back up. And now picking up the biscuit is Logan Baum. He slides it over to Ferry momentarily. Ferry left it for Ethan Hurst. Here now on the attack comes Brian Choi as he slides it over to Capo. Shot! Oh, and I thought it was a goal, but actually it slid across the goal line and was covered up that time by Roberts, who makes his 3rd save here at the 15-18 mark. And boy, oh boy, a big opportunity right there for Capo. Goes for naught as they had a chance to go up by 2. But they look up the scoreboard and they're only up by 1. 15-18 left in the second period. Only a $1:42 expired here in the second period. End-to-end action at both things. And folks, this game is building up to just as we thought it was going to be, as a faceoff will be taking place to the right of Roberts. This is, I believe, Merrill Stenari in the draw. He wins and tries to bull rush his way through Orange Lutheran. He'll be pinned up against by Caden Fair. And now Orange Lutheran clears it up. Stenari of the Joel variety now will lose the biscuit to Luke Anthony. Anthony now will try to rim it down, but that time it's Joel Stenari taken away. He now tries to float a pass to Merrill, and icing will be the call right there. And there could be, I thought there should have been some interference right there, as unable to make the play that right there was Joel. Actually, there is going to be an interference call. Now we go against number 20, Luke Anthony. And so here's an opportunity for the Coyotes. They were 0 for 1 on the power play. And they win the faceoff. Here's Stenari. They move it over now to Klotchkov. Klotchkov now takes the biscuit behind the net, move it back up to the point to Stenari again. Merrill now playing catch with Klotchkov. Klotchkov now will lose the biscuit, however, Afsa is there. He'll lose it right there to Ferry. Slides it over that time to Phillips. Phillips got a walk-up fire shot, and it's kicked aside that time by Roberts, who makes his 4th save of the period. He's stopped 11 of 13 right now. Clearing it in the attempt right now. Bring it up is Hurst. Hurst now with Ferry. There, Ferry, and he was at a bad angle right there. And a good job. Once again, here's Ferry, who regains the biscuit. He'll now battle in the corner, try to tie up some time. As they manage to move it over, the Coyotes do to the captain, Joel Stenari. They get it back now to Merrill. Merrill now enters the brother on with brother as the puck is deflected up high up over the net that time of Roberts. Puck comes up to the point. Kept in once again by the Coyotes at the half wall. Here's Afsa, gets it to Merrill Stenari. Centering pass down low, and Posner has it broken up. Kept in though by Stenari again. This is Merrill again, has his shot blocked, has cleared down the ice here with 30 seconds left on the penalty to Luke Anthony. Now from behind the net, evading a check right there is number 66, Sean Coughlin. They get over to Stotts now. Mason from the right face-off circle moves it back up to Coughlin. Coughlin winds up a shot and just sent wide off a couple bodies. Down from behind the net. Here's Mason Stotts back over to Traverso of the Jake variety. Down to Stotts. Back to Posner. Over to Coughlin. Watch out. There's a man back. We're back to 5-on-5 as Luke Anthony get back on. Turnover ensues. Here's the man walking in. Deep shot. Score! score! Thomas Stiff lights the lap and ties this game up on the first shot of the second period by the Lancers. And just after absorbing 4 shots to begin the period by Capo United, Orange Lutheran comes back and ties the game up after killing the man advantage. And this game is back knotted up right where we started from at 2-2. Stiff will get the goal. I'm not sure if there'll be any assist to it right there, as now the Orange Lutheran have problems getting it out of their zone. Finally, Micah Kim tries to do it, and he can't. Puck now bandies off Josh Renton's body. Renton now trying to clear, almost a turnover again. Renton now again for the third time. Will it be the charm? Yes, it will, as they get it back up to the point. But once again, Joel unassisted goal will go to Stiff as they cannot clear again. Another opportunity just whistles wide the net, occupied by Roberts. Back now at the point. Here's Phillips. Phillips now will survey the situation. Turn on, move it over to Stenari of the Merrill varieties. Excuse me, of the Joel variety. Gets to the APSA. APSA comes in and shutting the pads right at the moment of truth that time was the goaltender once again, Miles Roberts. Here's a shot. Oh, and missing the redirect that time was number 20, Luke Anthony. Back down the attack. Here come the Coyotes. They get it over. Anthony now just going to turn and dump it in deep. Ivancic now going to play it behind his net for Joel Stenari. He'll get over to APSA, who takes a huge hit that time from Anthony, and they're going to get him from the cross check, or they're going to give him the hit from behind. We'll wait and see what the call will be. They're cross check right there. So at 11:14, Luke Anthony go right back to the sin bin. Orange Lutheran just got done killing off a penalty just a couple minutes ago from what Anthony had done. It's the second consecutive penalty. And once again, going to the sin bin now will be, or going back on the power play, will be the Coyotes, as they're going to try to take the lead once again on the third power play. Here come the Coyotes, 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Stenari of the Joel variety gets it up. Here's Klotchkov now. Klotchkov backhander shot, saved that time by Roberts. Another kick save. 2 saves right there. Phillips down low. Right there, 7 saves already by Roberts. That's Miles Roberts right there. You get back up to Stenari. Stenari slides it over once again. Shot, but once again, using the elbow that time. Is the goaltender Roberts. Kept in once again by Joel Stenari. Moves it to the half wall. Slides it over to Phillips again. Phillips looks. He's got a floater pass down to Klotchkov. Klotchkov battling Caden Fair right there. Shot. Here's down Stenari again. This time it's Joel. Joel fires a shot, and I believe it hit the outside of the post. Kept in by Phillips. Moves it over to APSA. APSA battling a couple of Lancers right here, including Ethan Hurst, is rimmed around down low. Clayton Coburn now, C-squared gets involved here. APSA now, still battling, as he finds the puck finally cleared up just past him, as he had the stick of Coburn tied up. Once again, here's Phillips now, just going to float a pass in. Giving chase now will be Daria. Daria already with the goal for the Coyotes. They get it back over to Mason Stotts. Stotts now back with it. Back door right there. Shot to save that time. Rebound. Another shot comes right in through the crease. Another shot. Save. Puck still trying to be cleared. And it's finally cleared down the ice that time by Orange Lutheran. Ivancic will lead now for Joel Stenari with 3 seconds. That's going to do it. So once again, Orange Lutheran on the goaltending acrobatics by the goaltender Miles Roberts. Kills off another penalty right there. And here they come now back with the biscuit. This is Owen Augustine. Floats a pass into no man's land. Luke Anthony beats everybody. Fires it instead. Stick checked away by the goalie Ivancic. Back up to the point. Shot. That's patted aside that time by Connor Ivancic. Puck bounds in the corner now. Taking possession will be Orange Lutherans. Number 34, Owen Augustine. They gets it back over to the point. Renton now floats a pass over to the near side. Shot comes in. Kick saved that time by Ivancic. Back now in transition. Dariak just going to float a pass in as they'll peel off for the change. Back now Renton for Orange Lutheran. Going to wire a pass right on the tape of number 34, Owen Augustine. Augustine now gets around one defenseman, fires a shot, saved that time by Ivancic. Now behind the net, kept in by Renton. Renton avoiding a teammate at one time, ex-teammate at one time in Alex Catano. Turned over right now where Osola now will float a pass as he hits Bradford on in stride. Caden gets around one man. Caden now looking, gets repossession of the puck, gets it over to Osola. Osola now battles behind the net and finds it taken away that time by Sam Truxaw. Back now 2-on-2, leading the rush is Tianshu Liu. Liu now walks in, fires a shot and sends it high up and over the net, so we'll lose a puck and gain a face-off here with 7:44 left here in this second period, all knotted up at 2 apiece. End-to-end action going on right here, folks, and just the way we expected it. 2 great games here on Black Dog Hockey this evening. We saw the first one where Jay Serra in a shootout defeated Orange Lutheran in a 7-round shootout, defeated Damien by a score of 8-7. Right now we're 2-2 in what's built up so far as the game of the year. As puck will lose a puck, maybe an offside right here, so the face-off will ensue just outside the Orange Lutheran zone. Orange Lutheran will send out the Thomas Stiff line. Merrill Stenari line will, as they win it, they get over to Posner. Jacob still looking. There's a pass right there just out of the reach that time of number 81, Makar Klotchkov. Here's now Orange Lutheran. They get up to Ferry, our ADHSHL player of the week, or a month. They slide it over. Back now, picking up the trash. Walking in that time was Ethan Hurst, and he's knocked off the biscuit. Back now, an opportunity right there for Ferry, goes for naught. Here's Klotchkov back one-on-one. He now walks in, tries to float a pass, and misses everybody as Posner was there to join him. Centering pass across there, misses everybody as well, including Merrill Stenari. Now a man hit right in stride, and Thomas Stiff. Stiff in the move. Deke moves it in, shot, and it's just sent wide of the net that time by number 20, Luke Anthony. Anthony now going to rim it around over to the far side. Activating now will be the defenseman, Sam Truxaw. Truxaw now slides it over, pass right in front, hits a couple bodies right on the Ferry, and the bandy's off a body right between the legs, and holding on will be the goaltender, Connor Ivancic. He makes his 4th save and 5 opportunities right there, 4 in a row right there for Connor. And he keeps it a 2-2 game here with 6:30 left here in the second period. This game all knotted up at 2. Hitting starting to pick up a little bit as you start seeing a crowd form behind the net of Connor Ivancic. Face-off taking place as Mason Stotts will lose the draw right on the tape that time of Taylor Raleigh. However, he couldn't finish, so a great defense right there by Capital United. Back down transition. Here come the Coyotes. They'll drop it down deep, forcing the goaltender in Roberts to come out. Stotts now will bring it into the corner. Gets it up over to Joe Pratt. Actually, excuse me, that's number 54, Mason Stotts. Shot comes in, goes 5-hole. Oh no, it didn't. Somehow keeping it out was Roberts as he makes yet another save. And living right now is Miles Roberts. And he'll live to fight another day here. I thought that was sliding through the 5-hole, but he must have closed the skates behind him. And here we are, 5:57 left, still knotted up at 2. Osola, Luke will take the draw. He was going to be opposed by Tianshu Liu, but he's replaced by Max Fenn. Centering pass right there by Capo goes for naught. Here's now Liu, puts it right on the tape of the charging Kyle Lee. Lee now back to Liu. Tianshu now Gets it back up to the point. Here's a shot by Redden. Just draws iron. Another shot comes in, and it's finally gobbled up right there. Josh Redden had a blast from the point, and just being screened enough was the goaltender, Ivancic. However, the puck drew nothing but iron. And talking about living right sometimes, that's music to a goaltender's ears. As the puck lands in front of him, and then he fights off the forecheck, trying to stuff the puck home. And here at 5:35 left, this game remains tied up at 2 apiece. Ferry wins the draw. They get it back. Stiff now, right to Ferry. Wires a shot high up over the net, that time occupied by Connor Ivancic. Stenari of the Joel variety, rimming around there, activating momentarily, was Renton. However, he hit bodies with Klotchkov and forcing our player of the month, Jackson Ferry, back to retrieve it. Back now here in the corner. Orange Lutheran battling now is number 19, Thomas Stift. Puck goes wide. Ethan Hurst now can't get it. And they get it up to Klotchkov from a pass from Joel Stenari. Kept in though by Renton. A good job. Gets it over once again to our player of the month, Jackson Ferry. Shot comes in. On a one-timer right there, and making the save once again is Connor Ivancic. He stops his 5th in a row after giving up a goal. So overall, he's faced 15 shots, making 13 saves. 2-2 here we are with 4:45 left in a battle for first place. Capital United comes in 5-1 with their only loss, a 3-2 loss to, or was it a 2-1 loss? I think it was a 2-1 loss to Pacific Ridge. Orange Lutheran right now is undefeated at 5-0. Obviously they have a game in hand. Here's Osala now bringing it in as he kicks it in. And a little jousting begins now with Taylor Raleigh. Raleigh will get some support from Sam Truxaw. And the defensive duo knocks it out. Here's now Raleigh bringing the biscuit up. Leads a 3-on-1 now. Slides a pass over. Man, shot it is big save that time by Ivancic. Stones number 28. Actually, number 22, Sam Truxaw, 24, excuse me. Or 34. Owen Augustine. A point-blank opportunity, and Connor Ivancic rises to the occasion. He makes a huge save. This game's still knotted up at 2 with 4:16 left here in the second period. Shots right now favor. That's pretty close. I got to take a look at that again. Here's now Phillips who moves the biscuit over to AFSA. AFSA now will slide the pass over to Phillips once again. Phillips now looks, tries to move the biscuit up. AFSA now with it. The turnover ensues. Here's Gavin Dixon now. First time we called Gavin's name tonight. Slides a pass over. Nobody there but the black and burgundy. And coming out is, oh, watch out. Pass right to Stotts. Gets it right back. Stotts tries to redirect it, and I believe making the save that time was Miles Robert once again. Now from the corners. Pass for a one-timer, broken up by AFSA. Shot comes from the point, tipped in, shot, score! Micah Kim tips home the pass, and it's a goal for Orange Lutheran to give them a 3-2 lead here with 3:18 left. Orange Lutheran with 2 goals here in the second period has seen a ray of sunshine. And with these 2 goals here, the only 2 goals so far in the second period, after trailing 2-1 in the first, they now get their first lead, courtesy of Micah Kim. And they take a 3-1 lead. I believe they're going to get, try to take some, a loose thread off our player of the month in Jackson Ferry. Taking the draw now will be Ethan Hurst, as he will be opposed by Merrill Stenari. Stenari wins the draw, gets it back over to, actually it was Merrill Stenari. Coughlin now tries to do it. It's intercepted that time by Hurst. Hurst tries to get it set up to Ferry. Ferry now tried to bring it down. Intercepted though, and back now comes Bradford. Bradford using that big frame. Double team right now. Back now, here come the Lancers. Fires a shot that time. That time, it was Thomas Stiff to making the save. Coming up big is the goaltender, Ivancic. He'll make the stop now. Both teams had 8 of 9. So basically, Orange Lutheran had 9 shots in the first. Lou had 8 in the second now. It's Orange Lutheran with 9 and Kappa with 11. Miles Roberts has risen to the occasion as the faceoff bounces in, and it'll be covered up by the goaltender, Ivancic. Here with 2:49 left. Faceoff taking place to his left once again. In the faceoff circle, win the draw is Tianshu Liu. Liu with the goal so far this game. So he now will battle a man right there. That is Joel Stenari along the boards. Now he gets it over his line mates. Max Fenn now gets it up to the point. On the backhand, they drop it back over to Liu once again. Liu now having some problems as he got crossed up right there, and that allows Capo to clear it. Coming out of his net will be Roberts as he moves it over to C-square. Coburn, though, has his pass intercepted right there by Burnell. Here's Burnell now on the attack. Tries to move it over to Choi. Broken up momentarily. Stenari, that time of the Joel variety, had a problem as he had it knocked off. Phillips now trying to clear as now a battle ensues. Here's Liu again. Gets it over, and it's finally cleared into the zone by Max Fenn. 1:50 now left here in the second period. 3-2 in favor of Orange Lutheran. They gave up the first 2 goals. It looked like it was going to be a runaway, but all of a sudden Orange Lutheran has shut the door and scored 3 goals of their own. Back now, here's a turnover, allowing Joel Stenari to break out. Gets past one, the captain, El Capitan for the Coyotes. We'll turn it over now after a hard rush up ice. I don't think he's left the ice in a long time. Is now sent in now deep by Orange Lutheran once again. Giving chase will be Luke Anthony. And this time it's going to be Jake Traverso now. Moves over to the far side in his own zone. Knocked down with a, I thought it was a high stick. Yes, it was. Finally. They're going to say a high stick. It was right at shoulder length, but the blade was above the shoulder just by a tad bit with 67 seconds left here in the second period. Orange Lutheran leads this game by a score of 3-2. Faceoff will take place to the left of Miles Roberts. Mason Stotts wins it, tries to bull rush his way in, but Orange Lutheran will have nothing of it. Back now, here come the Lancers on the attack. Shot just goes off the goaltender of Connor Ivancic. Back now deep. Here's Cam Traverso. Traverso now will give it up right there to Luke Anthony. Anthony now tried to backhand it. Nobody home. Here's a man come from the point. Shot. Save Ivancic. Ivancic saves his 8th of the period. He's now 16 of 19. Orange Lutheran now finds the puck chipped in behind him as Klotchkov gives chase 4 as he gets behind Renton. A battle taking place right there. Centering pass that time by Merrill Stenari. Nobody home, though, for the Coyotes. 11 seconds left here in this second period. 3-2 in favor of Orange Lutheran. AFSA puts it back on the tape. Stenari tried to hit Klotchkov, and he missed him, and that's going to do it for the second period. So Orange Lutheran with 2 unanswered goals here in the second period allow them to skate into the locker room with a 3-2 lead. Want to remind you, we'll be back here in roughly about 12 minutes. So for my partner, quick 2-0 lead, but Orange Lutheran's gotten the last 3 markers as they head into this third period with a lead by a score of 3-2. As we get ready for the face-off, we'll have Ethan Hurst line consisting of Thomas Stift and also Jackson Ferry, as they will be opposed by the Merrill Stenari line. And right off the bat, Orange Lutheran wins it, and bringing it in now will be Stift. Stift now forced behind. It's cleared out, and back now here comes Stenari. Stenari, 2-on-2. Back now, floats a pass right there, a little late to the party though, which Klotchkov, and Stenari now puts a pass on. Right there, backhander kicked aside that time by the goaltender in Miles Roberts. Roberts has now stopped his last 16 shots in a row. It's cleared down the ice. Joel Stenari now will beat Ferry to the biscuit. And that Ferry line's been pretty quiet so far as they put the puck on Klotchkov's tape. Here's Merrill Stenari now, fires a shot off the side of the net. Posner now will get it. Jacob now walks up front, now whacks it out of mid-air, and it's going to be knocked down with a high stick. Face-off will take place deep inside the Orange Lutheran Lancer zone. Just 50 seconds into this third period. Alsala will take the draw as he'll for Capo, as he'll be opposed by Luke Anthony. Troy is the beneficiary of the face-off win. Battle now there, saved that time by Miles, and he'll cover up on the rebound as he now faces his 22nd shot, stopping his 20th, making his 20th save overall. Face-off will take place to Roberts' right again. Anthony will take the draw. He'll lose it, though. They managed to get over to Coughlin. Capo does. And now breaking out now, here once again is Anthony. Anthony going to chip it down the ice. He'll give chase to it. However, Traverso right there. Can't clear those. A good job of keeping the biscuit in by Owen Augustine. Biscuit now moves over the far side. Kept in once again by Renton. Renton got a wire shot, and boy, he sends a wicked high shot up over the net, occupied by the goaltender Ivanchik. Back now in transition. Here come the Lancers. This is Owen Augustine. Augustine tripped up that time. No call. Puck rims around over to the near side. Good job of keeping it in momentarily by Tianshu Liu. He's had a great game tonight. Has a goal for his efforts as well. Unable to chip it out, though, are the Coyotes. Liu now puts it on the backhand. Tried to slide it over that time to his line mate, Max Fenn. Fenn now battling through a couple Coyotes. And this second line really starting to add some value to the Lancers. Chip back out and sent right back in again by Orange Lutheran. Here's now a man walking in, fires a shot, and it goes off the mask that time of the goaltender, Ivanchik. Another shot, a big save by Ivanchik again. Puck cleared down the ice by the Coyotes, and icing will be the call here at 14:27 left here in the third period. And the Coyotes hanging on tight to a 1-goal deficit, and with some help of the goaltending antics by Connor Ivanchik. Face-off will take place to Ivanchik's right. The big line coming out now actually they're going to move it over to the left. The Ferry line will be coming out now. Ferry, once again, deployed with Hurst and Stift. Hurst to the left, Stift to the right. The point are Coburn. And the other point, which was Jack Furlong. As I lost my footing, I almost fell on my keister right there, behind the chair. Chair got away from me. As the shot comes in, making the save will be the goaltender Ivanchik. 22 shots put on goal now by Orange Lutheran, as opposed to 22 by Capo, and being removed from the face-off circle again is Merrill Stenari. Stift wins it, gets it back to the point. A shot that time by C-Squared is blocked, and now here out 3-on-3 come the Coyotes. Bringing the biscuit up now is Afsala. Shot comes in, saved that time. Another shot that time is blocked aside by number 5, Ethan Hurst. Big battle now behind the net. And Clayton Coburn wins that one. So he knocks his man down. Here's now Hurst with Ferry. Shot comes in, save, rebound. Big fat rebound left out, but nothing but black and maroon sweaters there as now AFSA comes in with Stenari. Here's Merrill now, winds up, fires it, fakes a shot, actually had it blocked. Back up to Klotchkov, fires a shot, and that's blocked that time by Ferry. Over to the far side, shot comes in that time by Phillips, and that's blocked down by Miles Roberts. And the puck is cleared down the ice by Orange Lutheran. Phillips now loses possession of it. That's going to allow Stiff to take possession of it. Dances around, trying to go backhander. That time intended for Carl Perr, and it's taken away by the Coyotes. Here's Perr now once again. He walks up, head down. He's going to get knocked down. Still managed to keep his eye on the biscuit, though, and he drops it down deep where Joel Stenari now will recover for Capo. Back now here is Brunell. Puts it right on the tape of Choi. I thought it was going to be, but then it's taken away again and set down deep by Orange Lutheran. A big hit right there delivered on Micah Kim. You can't have your head down in this game whatsoever. Traverso now of the Cam variety. Tied up by two Lancers. Shot comes in, set high and wide of the net that time, occupied by Ivanchik. Back now is Renton. And throwing his hands up, making sure no interference call is Caden Fair. Back now, here's Stotts. On the turnover, shot comes in, save that time, rebound is whistled wide. Another big save by Miles Roberts at a point-blank opportunity. A shot comes in, and that one is fought off by Roberts as the puck squirts back outside the blue line, forcing Capo to touch up. Actually, they'll change, and now back down on the attack. Here comes Renton as he'll lose the biscuit to Daria. Dario with one of the 2 goals right now for Capo. Gets it back up to Coughlin, dropped down low again. Renton the only one there as he takes it for Orange Lutheran. Tries to force it up on the backhand. And now coming out as Posner fires a shot. Rebound comes in, and being knocked off the biscuit at the moment of truth was Mason Stotts. On the wild backhand, it's cleared out finally. As tipping it up momentarily was Owen Augustine. On the second opportunity, it's going to be icing. And with 11:16 left here in this third period, 7 big saves by the goaltender. Actually, he's on 22 consecutive saves right now is Miles Roberts. And behind his antics, he and the Lancers lead by a score of 3-2. The stiff line will be sent out again as they'll oppose the Merrill Stenari line. The 2 big lines for both schools, or both teams, I should say. As Orange Lutheran wins it, they get it right on the tape of Ethan Hurst. Hurst now with 10 assists, walks in, has Ferry with him. Slides it over to Ferry and just a little bit behind him. Here's Hurst now, winds it around. Intercepted, though, by Capo. And here's Merrill Stenari. Wins the race behind the net, behind the goal line. Still looking. He's going to cycle it down to AFSA. AFSA still looking as he'll give it over to Klotchkov. Puck comes up to the point. Challenging that play is our player of the month, Jackson Ferry. Pass in front, broken up by Orange Lutheran, and the puck slides past Joel Stenari down the ice back deep inside the Coyote zone. Giving chase now as they move it up to Merrill. Merrill gets it over to Brunell. Here's Nate bringing it up, fires a shot, and that's blocked aside that time by the goaltender Roberts. Roberts with 21 consecutive saves. Get it back over to Joel Stenari, fires a shot. Friendly fire that time as he hits his man, Nathan Brunell. Now behind the net. Here's Orange Lutheran. Try to take it out, and it's tipped up, and they put it back down. Here's Hurst on the feed from Stift. Shot comes right in front. And unable to dig it out that time was number 23, Kyle Lee. Back now in transition. Here come the Coyotes. Back now, I believe we're going to have offside right here. We're going to have a slash, actually, and it's going to go against number 19, Thomas Stift. A big penalty accrued here by the Orange Lutheran Lancers here at the 9:50 mark, or actually let's call it the 7:10 mark of the third period. And a big opportunity right here for the Coyotes. They're right now 0 for 3 on the man advantage to even this game up at 3. Haven't had too many penalties here. Take a look here in just a second. That's the first penalty of the period. As Orange Lutheran wins, or actually Capo wins the faceoff. 4 penalties total. That's actually the 5th penalty. 4 penalties accrued by, or 3 penalties. 3 penalties accrued by Orange Lutheran now, as opposed to 2 by Capo. Back now. Here comes Stenari. Puts it on the tape. The Posner. Or actually, that's Mason Stotts. Excuse me. Down low again. In the corner. Rimmed around. Orange Lutheran picks it up. Slides it over. Truxoff slides it over to Luke Anthony. Anthony now tries to get a step, but Stenari does a good job of sealing him off. However, Anthony takes it. He's going to kill off some more valuable penalty time. That's a great job right there by Luke Anthony. A very smart play. He's tripped up right there. He tries to clear it up. No call. And Anthony might win this race too as he cuts a man off. Luke Anthony has wasted now 20 seconds off the power play right here for Capo. And to talk about a penalty kill, why you need 4 when you only got 1? Luke Anthony doing a great job, the yeoman's work right there, and he gets a huge applause from his team. Has to be very uplifting. It's a good job, though, by Joel Stenari of moving around. However, he gives it up to Hurst, who pitchforks it out, and Stenari of the Joel variety will bring it in once again. Take it now up to the point, and Cam Traverso just late to the party, and the puck eludes him. Here is now Hurst giving chase to Traverso. Traverso says, I'm not going to battle this, as a turnover ensues. Actually, no, he hit his man, Jacob Posner behind there. And here's now Traverso again. Got a wire pass knocked out of midair that time by Hurst. Here's Hurst now on the attack. Ethan Dipsy-do. How do you do? Goes to the backhand, slides a shot, and it just hits the side of the net on a shot by Jackson Ferry. Oh, a nice knockout and out of play. So we'll lose a puck and get a face-off that time. It's Josh Renton bringing it up and out. And once again, Orange Lutheran kills off yet another man advantage for Capo United, or the Capo Coyotes. And here with 7:32 left in this third period, they lead this game by a score of 3-2. Face-off will take place just outside the Coyote zone. Tiancho Liu will lose the draw. It's a bull rush by Choi brings it in. Pass now comes up and come way out of his net to knock the biscuit out of harm's way is the goaltender Miles Roberts. Orange Lutheran tries to clear it. They cannot do so. They moved over to the far side. And finally bounces past the tape of number 21, Jake Traverso. Back deep in his own zone now. This is Sean Coughlin. They try to move the puck up to Choi, but it eludes him. Here's Fenn now. Gets it over. And here's the goal, one of the goal scorers right here. Lou had it knocked off his tape. Held it at the point. Shot comes in. Just sent wide the net that time by number 22, Sam Truxoff. Puck eludes everybody. And back now on the attack. Here's Brunell. Fires a shot. Blocker to side that time by Roberts, who makes his 9th save of the period. His 24th overall consecutive. Faced 29 shots, stopping 27 of them. Bradford, though, as it's now sent in, and icing will be the call. Here it's 6:20 remaining, so the face-off will take place deep inside the Orange Lutheran Lancers zone, with the Lancers leading by a score of 3-2. The Coyotes. Well, send Stenari line out, the Merrill Stenari line. They will lose the draw, actually, though, this time, as you have the 2 big lines out again. Turnover right there. Kept in at the point by Joel Stenari. He drops it down. Here's a man walking in. Wraparound shot that time by Caden Bradford is denied by the goaltender Roberts. Once again, here's Bradford sending it in. Goaltender comes way out. Orange Lutheran now chops the puck out. Here now is Jackson Ferry. Walks in, fires a shot wide. The net occupied by Ivancic. Centering pass right there. Picked off that time by Joel Stenari. And back now in transition. Here comes the big 89K Bradford. He's cut off at the pass that time by Josh Renton. And now back on the attack. Here's Stift. Stift with a dipsy-do. How do you do? Walks in, stops it, backhand. It passed. Nobody home, though, for the red and white. We're under 5:15 here now. Capo comes back out on the attack. A floating pass to Daria. Intercepted that time by Furlong. Furlong just content to dump it in softly into the Coyote zone. Pass that time intended for Daria is knocked off his tape. And back now, here's Sam Truxaw. He moves along the boards, and here now is Ethan Hurst. Hurst on his horse, fires a shot, handcuffs Ivancic, but Ivancic makes the save. Once again, Truxaw just going to backhand one in deep inside the zone. Here's Traverso now on the backhand, over to Stotts behind his goal. Back over to Traverso. Good rush that time by Anthony. And that's broken up that time on a nice play by number 34, Owen Augustine. Transition play that worked so early for Orange Lutheran. Have some problems now. Here's Posner now bringing it back in. Tries to wrap around, turn around. Nobody home, though, for the black and burgundy of the Coyotes. As the shot comes in, a turnover ensued right in front of the net. Here's Ocelot, gets back to Jake Traverso, fires a shot through traffic. It hit the crossbar, went off a helmet, and actually had a stick loss right there by a Coyote. Back now on the attack. Here's Luke Anthony, 1-on-3. Anthony allowing his team to change. He's going to turn it over. Watch out, and it's taken away this time by Fenn. Fenn now brings it in. He's going to take a hit for his trouble, but he'll still drop it in deep. Now it's turned over. Kyle Lee has it taken off, and it's actually goes off the linesman. But here's Troy picking it up, fires a shot, handcuffed the goaltender, and finally covering up with some help from Renton is Miles Robert. Nate Purnell getting in, and that's going to, good job by the officiating crew of calming things down. That's Alex Quintano, along with Moore. Here with 3:27 left in this third period. Olu leads by a score of 3-0. Faceoff will take place to the left of the goaltender, Miles Roberts. Two great games here this evening, folks, as once again, the Hurst line will come back out. Or you could say the Hurst or Ferry line. Actually, sometimes you even call it the Stiff line. Turnover ensues right here. Afsa looking, pass right there, and actually a little late to the party that time was Merrill Stenari. Back now, here comes Stiff. Stiff looking, he has Ferry now on the wing. Ferry right there, and he just sends the puck high up over the net, occupied by Ivancic, and out of play. 3:04 remains here in this third period. Actually, they're going to say the shot was blocked, so the faceoff will take place deep inside the Capo Coyote zone here with 184 seconds remaining here in this third period. 3-2 in favor of Orange Lutheran. Ferry will take the draw. He'll be opposed by Joel Stenari. Actually, Merrill Stenari, excuse me. Back now, shot by Ferry, and turn on it. Klotzkoff all over his back. Here's Hurst now. Hurst looking, gonna wire a pass over to Stiff. Stiff couldn't handle it. Centering pass right there in the middle of the slot, nobody home. No clear, though, as Jackson Ferry now tries to center a pass to the breaking as they get it behind the net. Now here's Stiff. Stiff now looks, the man draped all over his back with 2:35 left to go. Pass eludes everybody, as here's Klotzkoff. Has it picked up by Renton, but he cannot clear. Good job by Afsa, and he can't clear. Actually, he can't bring it in. Once again, Renton now slides the pass over to Caden Fair. They hit a man in stride. This time it's Stiff. Stiff brings it in, tries to float a pass over to Hurst. Back over to Ferry. Ferry tied up, but he brings it down and tied up by Osala. Osala wins the battle, turns it over, shot comes in, and that actually hits Stenari. Didn't even make its way to the goal now as we're under 2 minutes left. Here's Choi, 3-on-3. Back, we're keeping an eye on the goaltender in Ivanchik. Now behind the net, inside the Orange Lutheran zone. The Coyotes on the attack. Shots right now favor them, 11-4 in this period. Cam Traverso now moves it over to Osala. Here's Choi now bringing it in, and he's going to be cut off at the pass that time on a good play by Sam Trucksaw. Trucksaw now leads it over as we're still under 90 seconds now. Great game here, defensive game as well. Great goaltending, great play all the way around. Now from behind the net, here's Anthony. Anthony's still looking. Slides it back up to Trucksaw. Trucksaw is going to float a pass, and it's going to miss everybody. Trucksaw again, now from the point. His shot. Anthony now with the shot. Big save, rebound, and it's knocked up. And the whistle is blown as Ivanchik makes his fifth save of the period, 21st overall, and he keeps this at a 3-2 deficit for the Coyotes with 64 seconds remaining. The big line's coming out for both squads again. We will see the Jackson Ferry line. Actually, we're going to call it, who's going to be center this time? Actually, it's going to be Thomas Stift taking on the Merrill Stenari line. Face-off is won that time by Stenari as he slides it over to his brother, Joel. Move it up to Merrill. Here's Merrill now bringing it as we're now under a minute left to play. Here's Klotchkov over on the far side half wall. Gets it back up to Traverso, and we have a whistle. And what we have here. I don't even know what the call was. I'd be surprised if either line left for the rest of the game. As soon as I say that, the player's taking off the line as they brought in Daria now. So we got all the big scorers out now for Capo. Daria got over to Merrill Stenari, then it's broken up by Orange Lutheran, taken away, knocked off at the point that time by C-squared, and Coburn just content to chip it inside the zone of the Coyotes. Unable to get the goaltender off the ice, or maybe not wanting to, as bring it up now is Ethan Hurst. He's just going to rip it down deep here now with under 15 seconds left to play. Battle ensues now at the half wall. Taken away now, Jackson Ferry now with the remaining seconds. He's going to look up at the clock. He'll take advantage, and they're going to skate their way to victory. Orange Lutheran will win a big one. They